Say you've got someone you look up to, a teacher, someone you're depending on to show you something, someone you trust, and then you find out they're not telling you the truth, or at least not the whole truth. Well, if you're depending on new kitchen culinary skills being taught by a book, know now that the book is lying to you, or at least it's not telling you the whole truth. It's not telling you everything about cooking meals at home. So if you've been trying to learn how to cook by recipes, hopefully this doesn't shake your faith entirely, and you say, I can't even cook water now because I want to restore your faith. Recipes are good. Recipes are useful for duplicating meals that you like. They're useful for duplicating restaurant meals or for getting new ideas on what to cook. But again, there are things that recipes tell you. There are things that recipes don't tell you. I've got my cookbook, I don't call them recipe books, my cookbook collection up here, and I've pulled out a few that I want to share with you to show you what your recipe is not telling you. And especially so with these cookbooks that are put out by specific companies. This is the Land O'Lakes cookbook, and it's got plenty of brand names in here that would suggest, and I did just pick these at random, but I wanted to mark them so I didn't sit here going through it. But this is angel hair pasta with basil and shrimp, very pretty. But it tells us to prepare the pasta according to directions, heat the oil, add the shrimp, continue cooking, stirring constantly until the shrimp turn pink. Well, we all know that the shrimp will turn pink on the outside pretty quickly, but it may take a considerable longer amount of time to cook the shrimp on the inside. Also, are they little tiny baby shrimp? Are they really big shrimp? These are differences. This is something that the cookbook is just leaving out for us. It doesn't teach us how to cook. It gives us a few steps in their prescribed way. But in that particular instance, you have to know how to cook shrimp as a method and apply it into their recipe book. Here's another one. This is the Great American Favorites recipe, and these are my Great American Favorites because they're so intent on putting their name brands in here. They really don't talk about cooking process. This is broccoli and pasta, and of course cook the broccoli according to directions. Heat the Crisco oil in a medium skillet. Add the onion, parsley, and anchovy paste, optional together. Onion and parsley at the same time, and then cook until the onion is tender. Now, here's something that you know, I'm sure, whether you cook or not. If you put something delicate like parsley at the same time with something like onion and cook them for the longer amount of time, that parsley is going to be obliterated. Here is something that the recipe book is not telling you. It's pretending it knows. It doesn't really know. It's giving you a list of what to do, ingredients-wise, and a step of procedure. But then again, there's a basic knowledge that's missing. And this is what I want to try and help you with. Country chicken and peppers. Cut each creamy tarragon chicken. This was the one I wanted to show you. A large skillet, heat oil, brown the chicken over medium heat and drain. Add an onion soup mix. Simmer covered 45 minutes or until the chicken is done. 45 minutes or until the chicken is done. Well, I can quantify 45 minutes, so that's probably the one I'll go with. Better yet, how to tell when the chicken is done would be helpful in a recipe like this. So be careful of the brand name cookbooks. You might ask, so Chef Todd, well, what do you like? Well, again, not a recipe book, but a cookbook. Things that are going to tell me how to do things and give me different combinations of ingredients. I find that Bible is in the title of a lot of the books that I have. The Sauce Bible. This is my culinary school textbook on cooking. This is full of methods and then formulas thereafter. The Flavor Bible. Combinations of flavors and ingredients for baking, professional baking, where everything is in weight rather than volume. And then the other thing that I like to do with collecting cookbooks that are going to help me be smarter than the cookbooks is very specific things. So I might collect an American place for specific American cooking. Celebrate San Antonio because I want to do Southwest. Tropical cooking because I want to do Caribbean. The New Orleans cookbook because I want to cook in that style. If I want to duplicate recipes from restaurants, recipe secrets. So specific things, not these general Land O'Lakes books. So if your recipe is lying to you and you can't trust your cookbook, cookbook, what do? Well, you have to be smarter than your cookbook. You have to know when it's lying to you. You have to know when it's pretending that it knows and it really doesn't. You have to know when the cookbook is leaving something out. So next time I want to show you ways to be smarter than your recipe book. I want you to improve your kitchen culinary knowledge and restore your faith that yes, you can indeed cook water, but you don't need to trust everything that's written in the book. Next time, we're going to use recipe shortcomings to our advantage.